자, 오늘 마지막 이어서 해보도록 하죠.
Henry,
Do you still feel like doing?
it's quite late to be going out somewhere just...
그러면 예시 안 한 것 좀 하야겠다.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
뭐야?
Ah, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume.
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
아, 에필로그도 이쪽인 거군.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Redzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
The question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur, that King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, The crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslaus languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Bergov would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Gutenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
이게 이제
What exactly am I to write?
2편으로 가는 그런 거구나.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes. I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but
Rest assured, Father.
and don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his report.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the fine... It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Well, I'd also venture to suggest one more. What is their stance on that is, the initiatives of
나왔네.
of Moravia,
That's about all.
part of the Bohemian
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush, and good luck, son. So what do you think? I think you don't know what.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Gutenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
원하면 이야기가 완전히 엔딩이다 이거지.
Damn. Whoop.
오, 활력. 레벨업했네. 새 활력석이 개방했습니다. 다른 건 몰라도 DLC랑 저 복수는 끝내고 해야지. 보물을 찾는 것도 하고 싶긴 한데 너무 오래 걸릴 것 같은데 보물.
What can I do for you? Goodbye.
뭐지 저 DLC? 이거는 저 위에 거고 이거 했고 이것도 했고 이거는 모르겠네. 토너먼트 했고, 이거는 이제 하러 갈 생각이고, 이건 뭐 끝이야, 그럼. 야, 뭘 파나? 딱히 뭘 파는 것 같지는 않은데. 모르겠다. 일 1층에 있나? 뭐지?
The Lord save you.
How did you enjoy the race, my lady?
I had no idea you were so talented. Your sweetheart must be...
My lady...
Come and see me sometime, Henry. God be with you.
What? 아닌데.
Damn.
그만.
Greetings.
Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of...
You're planning to reset?
Yes.
Why Pribyslavitz, of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was... It's about time that...
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes. And that's why I sent... However, he should have been...
If you've no objection, I could go and...
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be... See you later.
Okay. 토지 관리사. 게임이 최적이 되네. 아, 너 누구냐?
So, it's all...
Boys, who are you?
I'm Henry, and I was expecting...
What?
Sir Divish's locator went missing.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish,
He didn't send me to Parley, he sent me to...
deal with it. There's plenty of us, and you're on your own. So I'd think twice.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right. No need to be hasty, eh? Well, we'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
밥 주고 있어. 뒤실로. 아, 여기 있구만.
Thank you. My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you.
하나부터가 또
It
열리네.
looks like I arrived just in time. God's truth. I'm Henry of Scalitz.
My name is Marius Belek.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and...
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived. And so far, all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. Come along with me, if you like.
I'll escort...
What? Are there more of those bands?
No, I just meant... Should we get going?
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here. The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
먼저 더 빨리 정보 끝내놔야지.
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's? Huh? There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here. Main approach road and stream. This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
언제까지 둘러보는 거야?
Supplies and trade will flow through here. I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere. Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream. Lots of space here. There's a well here already. All the better. A big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn. That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start.
So it is possible to
Yes.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a... We'll have to hire waged labor to begin with. I think we should get started without delay. I can just imagine it.
Huh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divitt?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right... But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run in...
No problem. I'll be right...
It shouldn't take us long.
나 여기서 기다려야 돼? 나 토너먼트 나가야 되는데.
My lord, welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back. Well, what's left.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my... Although, it seems to have aged about as good...
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament who knows, if it hadn't been for him.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir. They didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Nah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that...
Splendid. Finally.
And badly needed.
So, what have you just...
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey. I already have in my head an initial...
We should certainly have... I'd like to preserve the...
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well.
Yes, and there are abundant... Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on...
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least... We can't fit any more, so there will be other buildings away from the square. In particular, more...
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much... The building work we're about to engage in. Later, we'll clear more forests for agricultural and build more farmhouses. But for now...
As you wish.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost the king's...
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here.
A certain amount?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point. But I expect it will come to some...
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price. But raising a settlement from... Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment...
I hope I shall live to enjoy...
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for a building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad. But it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many, but also obligate. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift...
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here. But now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
근데 스칼리츠도 결국엔 재건할 거 아니야.
It seems things are finally looking... We routed the bandits in battle. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you...
If I may, I would recommend quickly to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers.
True. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of... You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me. And, as regards... What about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of
아니, 나
solving...
행정관이야,
And
갑자기?
you command the respect of your...
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable...
I must concur.
근데 난 묶여있을 수가 없네.
Let us expedite. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet.
My lord, it's a great honor.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village. But don't imagine it'll be... Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do what... If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost.
Me? But Marius said it would cost...
True. But from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough.
I'd like to know who's...
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need... And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man?
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone.
Phew.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document, he'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
현관 같은 표지네. 여기 토너먼트 표지였다. 영화 앞에 전화기 전에 토너먼트 먼저 하고 도착했을 때 제발 끝나 있지 마라. 아슬아슬한데. 아, 끝났겠는데. 아, 좀 꺼져. 끝났다. 도착하면 밤인데.
Yeah.
God be with you.
I'd like to...
You'll have to wait.
I'd like to enroll...
You'll have to wait a few days until Sir Hanush announces.
Good luck then.
그거 왜 안 뜨냐? 원래 기다리는 거 뜨잖아.
Thanks. I'd like to...
You'll have to wait.
Take care.
토너먼트 먼저 끝내자.
Look what you're...
The Lord be praised.
Good day, Henry.
I'd like to take lodge. Here you are.
Goodbye.
전령관 언제 나와?
Welcome to the renowned... God bless you.
I'd like... Of course.
I'll write your name, and I need to know...
Longsword.
God be with you. Entering the arena now will be... Alder Fryer, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Townboat's garrison, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords. The victor of the first duel is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. the combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
God damn!
You're dead. As victor in this round, he shall proceed to the next. Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And his adversary will be Michal of Janovitz, spearman of the Lords of Sternberg. Welcome, our warriors. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords. And the winner of the first bout is Henry of Skalitz. Change weapons for the second bout. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Bugger! Boa, viejo!
We have a victor in the second duel. He is Henry of Skalitz. He is hereby declared the victor in this round and shall proceed to the next round. Entering the arena now will be Bowman Richard from the garrison of Sir Divish of Tamburg. And his adversary will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords. first bout is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Come on.
And the second duel was won by Henry of Skalitz. Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
Here, Henry. Your prop.
Thank you.
You've earned it. Good luck, then.
I'd like to...
You'll have to wait a few days until... Take care. Yeah.
Hey, lad.